Today, we're going to show you how to install the new Oracle Lighting LED conversion kit on the Mustang Foxbody taillights. This innovative solid-state design features super tight pixel density, high-quality SMD LEDs, and plug-and-play wiring. This may not look like much while it's off, but when the lights are on, it takes your brake lights from this to this, from this to this, and your reverse lights from this to this. So obviously, this makes a big impact, so we're gonna go ahead and show you just how the install is done next. All right, we'll start by removing the taillight. What we'll do is remove this panel here. There's 1, 2, 3 screws. Get this panel out the way and then take out the T-bolts holding this in. All right, we'll then take our 11mm socket. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nuts that we'll have to remove. All right, so now with the taillight unbolted, we're just gonna take out the bulbs and set these to the side. All right, so now with the taillight out of the vehicle, we're gonna point out one detail. One, this has a Ford logo here and here. So these are factory taillights. If you're using an aftermarket taillight, the process will probably be the same, but we can't guarantee it because the Ford taillight is what we're showing you how to work on today. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need to do here is separate the lens from the housing. This is just held on with butyl, so it's pretty easy to open this up. And honestly, if it was hot outside, you could really just put this out in the sun and let it heat up a little bit. What we're gonna use today is a heat gun. Basically just gonna go around, heat the edges all around the light, and get a nice consistent heat. Moving the heat gun, make sure we don't accidentally overheat any areas. All right, with the housing now heated, we can take a screwdriver and just gently press between the lens and the housing. And pulling the two apart. Now, as you can see here, it's just this black, tacky material that's in here that holds the lens on. So when we go to put this back on, we'll just reheat this material and press it back into place. Nice things about this kit is that our LEDs wrap all the way around, so you get LEDs from the side all the way to the front. In order for that to really work, we need to just trim this fin off right here. So what we'll do is we'll mark this. So we've got our line drawn from this corner here to this corner here. And what we're gonna do is just take our Dremel with a standard cutoff wheel. Of course, we're gonna wanna wear our safety glasses, and we're just gonna cut across this line. Just cleaning up any excess material. All right, so we're ready to start installing our boards. We'll take the outer board and get it ready to go in place. We'll take our plug and play connector and run it out the backside where the bulb went in previously. All right, now we're gonna take the outer circuit board and line it up with the outer edge. We're going to take a pen and mark where these holes are, and then we're gonna go ahead and drill those out so that we can attach the board. We're gonna take our retainers, look like this. Pass it through. Basically, this retainer should go and hold the LEDs on the circuit board between the 2 rows of LEDs on the top and the bottom. Now take your back and put it on the back side and pull it tight on the top and the bottom parts. All right, so on the inside portion of the outer PCB, there's a hole here. We'll mark a dot there, and a hole here. We'll mark a dot here. What we'll do is we'll drill here and here so that we get attached to the board. Attach this down. Before we do, I want to make sure we run these wires right in front of this lip here, kind of where this cutout is, for the cables go across. All right, so the upper PCB, you'll see here has these little clips These attach on these ribs here, so we'll make sure we get those lined up nicely and set down into place. Then once that is in place on the fin here, and same thing on this side. And then you'll see that there is a notch here. There's also a notch on the PCB, so that'll make sure that you've got the board oriented in the right way. Upper board in place, we'll first take our turn signal, which is this metal bayonet style, and put it through this opening and the reverse light through this opening and run these cables through the back. Our cables that go to the other circuit board will run through the little relief cut that we just made. And then the cables that are behind here will run in this existing channel. Getting our clips once again lined up, and using these corners as a reference to slide it in place. All right, we can now put our tie straps in place. These are really just in place to kind of keep everything nice and centered. The clips are really what's holding this board in position. All we need to do now is attach the very last board. As you can see here, there's a little nub that sticks up. Just cut that off so it's out of the way. On the factory tail lights, this is a reflector, so there's not even any sort of bulb that's normally in here. So we have this nice flat surface, so in order to install this, we're basically just going to peel off the back of this and then stick this in place. All right, we're just about ready to put the lens back on. We just want to make sure all of our cables are running out. And what we're going to do is just basically take the heat gun, heat up just this outer edge around here that contains that black material, soften that up a little bit, and then we'll take the lens and press it into place. All right, so we'll just check to make sure all these gaps look good. We could always apply a little more heat if needed. And now it's ready to go back in the vehicle. All right, so now we're gonna take our fully assembled taillight and set it into place, letting our connectors go into the back of the trunk area. And we're gonna take our nuts that we removed earlier and reinstall these. All right, now we're gonna take care of our wiring. We're gonna start with the reverse light, working our way from the inside to the outside. So the factory bulb, in order to take that out, there's a metal clip around the outside here that we're just basically going to remove this clip. Take the bulb out, and you'll notice the base of the bulb matches the base. So all we're going to do is take this and install this into the connector like so, and then reinstall our clip. And then basically, you could either even leave this out, or you could reinstall it. So whatever, I'll reinstall it. All right, moving on to the turn signal. The turn signal is a bayonet base. So what we'll do is we'll press down, turn, and then remove the bulb. And then to install the LED connector, we'll insert, press down, and then turn, lock it in place, and then we can reinstall this. The last bulb we're going to connect is our brake and running light. Again, we're just going to take the little metal clip off, take the bulb out. Again, the bulb looks just like the socket here. We'll stick this in place, reinstall our clip. So if you notice, there is one connector that is not used, and typically you do not need to use this. The only time you need to use this connector is if you're getting a rapid flash, like a vehicle is trying to tell you that the turn signal is out. And going to LED Sometimes a vehicle will do that. On the Mustang, it does not appear to be an issue, but for some reason, if you did get a rapid flash and in order to correct it, you would then install this resistor. So basically, all you need to do is plug this resistor right into this connector. It's very easy. The one thing to note is that this resistor does get hot because, as the name implies, it's creating a lot of resistance. So we're gonna attach this to the metal surface back here using the VHP tape, and we're gonna install it so that it's behind this metal guard here. So when this panel goes back on, it can't touch anything back here because this does get hot enough where it could potentially melt plastic. So we wanna make sure we're attaching it to metal, but in most cases, you're not going to need to use this, but if you do, it's there for you to use in that case. All right, so that's how the installation is done. So if you want to find out about this or other great products for your Mustang from Oracle Lighting, be sure to visit oraclelights.com to find a dealer near you.